I just wanted to do a quick Q&A, or most importantly, offer 3 tips that I think that has proven success for me in just starting a business. I have a lot of friends that are on the cusp of starting businesses, or in their first couple of years of businesses, or some that are really wanting to start a new business but really don't even know where to start. And through my experience, what I found that though I'm in the fitness industry and I felt like I was a really good personal trainer and I was developing my coaching abilities for that group atmosphere style, I was a terrible business owner initially. And so what I had to do was learn these things over time that really helped me become a better business owner. So if things come up, you have questions, go ahead, type them in, and what I'll go ahead and do is try to answer them through the convo. But I have 3 tips here that will get you started, get you super excited, or just give you a little bit more confidence to keep moving forward with some of the things that you're inspired about. So number 1, what are my 3 tips for business? If you're not passionate about what you're doing, do not start a business doing that thing. I'll say it again. If you are not passionate about what you are doing, do not try to open a business for the sake of opening a business. It's super important. As a business owner, there's no beautiful 9 to 5. You know, you work when it's time to get things done, and you end when the things are done. And if you're not passionate about the thing that you're doing that's keeping you up for 12 to 14 hours, then it's going to get really difficult in the long run. And there's so many times you're going to want to quit, or you're just going to get burnt out. And the only thing that will keep you going is that passion for that thing that you were trying to build. So you must be passionate about it. One of my favorite stories is I was personal training at UF when I got to school there, and I was really fortunate to hone my skills as a personal trainer. There was some young kids that were super energetic and passionate about personal training, and I remember fighting off the CrossFit method for a really long time because I just got certified as a personal trainer, and I was super excited, so I fought it. But long story short, we came in for our it was the fall of my senior year. We came in for a personal training staff meeting, and the first thing the graduate assistant had us do at the time was a CrossFit workout. And I did the workout. Not only did I do the workout, I crushed everyone, and it also crushed me in the process. And it was in that moment that I knew there was something to CrossFit. Through that whole school year, in my senior year, I remember times reading CrossFit articles about movements, about the methodology during some of my coursework. When I was supposed to be having a group discussion about what I was reading in Shakespeare, I was reading CrossFit articles. And so I knew that was the thing that I wanted to do. And from that moment forward, it was, how was I going to do it? And I knew I was super passionate about it. I built a garage gym out of the house I was renting. Every single personal training client of mine, I was only using CrossFit. I made a blog at UF for my best friends down here in Naples to start doing CrossFit as well. I was passionate about it, to say the least. Number 2, the biggest mistake you can make is quitting your day job. Do not quit your day job trying to start your own business. It's a terrible mistake. What happens when you depend solely on a business that is not profitable is you start to work out of fear. And fear is a really bad emotion to have when you're trying to build a business. When you're building a business, it needs to be on rational thought decisions. What works, A to B, B to C, making these stepping stones. When you place everything on the line on this one thing, and you don't have a way out, you have mouths to feed, you have mortgage to pay, you are really going to miss out on the long run when it comes to the opportunities that you can have because you weren't thinking rationally. So start the business part-time. My experience is When I came down here, I started coaching at a CrossFit facility. I had already had a job lined up in the fall to teach, but I still loved CrossFit, and I had to figure out a way how to do it. Months later into teaching, I had a business opportunity not only to open up a CrossFit gym, but begin to start doing that while I was teaching, while I was coaching football and wrestling. So I would go from teaching full-time to coaching wrestling to coaching CrossFit classes in the evening. And then I did that for over 2 years. I committed to 2 years of teaching, and in that time we slowly built the business and built the clientele for me to fortunately be able to have stepped down and run this full-time. So start part-time. There's always more, there's creative ways to put more time in the day to be able to build that business, and every single waking moment that you have that's free, that it's not part of your regular full-time day job, you're looking at avenues to build your business. And last but not least is just start. Start with one thing today, not tomorrow, not next month, not by the end of the year. You have to start with it now. For me, it started the moment I fell in love with CrossFit. I started to buy equipment. I remember traveling to Orlando to buy equipment, to put it in the rental house in Gainesville. And then when all that happened, I brought all that equipment down. Not only did I live with my sister at the time, I rented out a condo garage where I built my garage gym there. I built clientele there. I brought my best friends there. I was constantly mastering my trade. I was still mastering how to write blogs and create websites, and so I was getting that experience there. And it just started to build on one another. If I were to look back and said, oh my God, I need to write a business plan first, I need about 20 grand in savings. If I look back and I used all those excuses to start the business, I would have never started, because I always would have looked for a perfect opportunity to start the business. And so just start, man. Whatever that is for you, you have to make that first initial step, and they build on each other. In a perfect world, I wake up tomorrow and I have everything set that I needed to start my business. That would be amazing, but it doesn't work like that. There's not a business in the world, there's no story that I've ever read where you just wake up and everything's given to you. You have to work for it day by day. You start to build momentum on each other, and over time you build these systems and practices that really work. And so just start today, whatever that might be. If you're like, hey, listen, I know I need to get my website up first, then get it. If it's, hey, I need to get my first client, the only thing you should be looking to do is build on and get your first client. If it's valeting, you want to be a valet, you want to use your experience as a valet professional, you're going to look for your first contract. You're going to build a network of people that understand that, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. There's so many ways to get that first, whatever that thing is, but you have to start today. So the last 3 things before I get going is, remember, number 1, if you're not passionate about it, don't expect it to be a successful business, because days get long and you need to be super passionate about the thing that you want to succeed in life with. Number 2, start part-time. Don't let emotions run you. If you quit your day job to do something that has 0 revenue, you're going to work more off emotion than you will off rationale. So start part-time. And there's this inverse relationship that as a business starts to succeed, the less time you'll spend and have to commit to your full-time day job. And last but not least, start with that one thing. What's that one thing that's going to get this thing going? If it's your first training client, whether it's your first contract, whether it's getting a web presence, whatever that is, start that one thing today and keep building on that. Set one goal at a time and build on that. Hope you guys like that. Add some comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. Thanks, guys. Have a great Monday and be blessed, man. Peace out. Much love. Bye.